Hi, welcome back. This is Dan Thompson. I'd like to welcome you to my channel and hope you're having a good day. I'm going to do a vlog today about Harper. Harper is a Paul Newman film from 1966. It's a really excellent movie. People talk about movies that can draw them in and really make you want to watch them. For me, Harper is a movie like that. It has Paul Newman, of course. He plays a character, Lou Harper, who is a private investigator who is based in Los Angeles, who's called in to work on a case because a wealthy man has been kidnapped, and his family is trying to find him. So he drives up to what he is supposed to be probably Santa Barbara, but in reality, it was filmed in Beverly Hills and Los Angeles and Malibu. It's got an amazing cast. Lauren Bacall plays the wife of the man who was kidnapped, and so she's trying to find him. They don't seem very much in love, this man and Lauren Bacall, but she has hired Harper in order to do it. As I said, there's an amazing cast in this movie, a wonderful supporting cast of Arthur Hill, Shelley Winters, Robert Wagner, Strother Martin, who you might know from Cool Hand Luke. He's the guy runs the prison camp, and he's the one that says what we have here is a failure to communicate. So he's in it. What I really like about the movie so much is it's based on a series of good detective stories. I haven't read them all. I've read part of them, and they're really good. In the detective series, Lou Harper is actually named Lou Archer, but Paul Newman wanted to have the name changed to Harper for the movie, I think mostly for superstitious reasons, because he had been in HUD previously, which had been a big success, and he wanted to continue that success, and he thought, well, maybe that'll work if it's under the name of H. So Lou Archer gets turned into Lou Harper. It's a great, people call it a color film noir as opposed to the older black and white film noirs. Frankly, I wouldn't go that far. I don't think it's really a film noir type, shadowy type movie. I think it's just a really good detective story. Really well done. Paul Newman is very likable in his character. He's not into the physical stuff. He does it if he has to, but he's not into the physical action. He kind of reminds me of Jim Rockford on the Rockford Files, as James Garner played him, but more serious. Wonderful actor, Paul Newman. He played all kinds of roles. The role was originally offered to Frank Sinatra, who turned it down, and it came to Paul Newman, who really wanted to make a modern movie because his last film that he made was more of a period film. So he goes to, he works with Arthur Hill, who is this couple's lawyer, and they're trying to find who killed or if anybody's killed or hurt or foul play had come to this man of any kind, whether kidnapping or whatever. Um, and a lot of people pop up in it, like Robert Wagner, young Robert Wagner from the '60s, um, plays their personal pilot. Wouldn't that be nice having your own plane, having a personal pilot? Oh my gosh, my wife and I would love that. And he gets involved in trying to solve the crime, and it's kind of it sounds like it would be kind of slow, but it's not. It moves along. It moves along very well. Um, uh, and just a very enjoyable movie. Uh, One thing about Harper that is really good is the music. The music. It's one of those movies where the musical score adds to the movie. It's like another character in the movie. The opening credits are great. It kind of introduces the music score, and it's filmed really well. The whole movie is very polished, very filmed very well. A lot of humor from Paul Newman in certain places. That's kind of fun. But a man is serious about his work. I would recommend it if you have a chance to see it. I think it's it's worth your time. I'm not going to tell much about it because it's kind of it's not overly involved, but I really like people, especially in mystery movies, to have the chance to kind of explore it for themselves and see it for themselves and enjoy it because it's a good movie. Anyway, that is about Harper. Also wanted to add on to that another Paul Newman film, Cool Hand Luke, from 1966 or 67 maybe. A film with Paul Newman playing Luke, who has been arrested when he was in the opening credits. He is using like some kind of knife or saw or wrench to take the heads off of parking meters, and he's arrested and goes to a prison camp where they have a chain gang that goes out, works on the roads. George Kennedy is in it too. George Kennedy plays a good character. At first, he's kind of dominant, kind of tough. He wants to, he wants to be seen, I think, as the main guy in a prison camp. And so when Luke first arrives, Kennedy is trying to kind of, not any kind of sensual way, but just, establish that. And then Luke impresses him along the way because Luke just won't give up at all in dealing with the guards. He's not sassy with the guards or anything, he's just himself. They just can't change Luke's character into somebody who is just resigned. He just, is himself. And I think that really impresses George Kennedy. He has some wonderful scenes where, I'll tell you one, where Luke is eating, he makes a bet that he can eat 30 hard-boiled eggs in, I think, a minute. No, I don't know if they're even hard-boiled. I think they're just eggs, but hard-boiled eggs. Not a minute, I think in half an hour. and which would be a long time if it weren't that, you're eating hard-boiled eggs, which would really fill you up. So there's a whole sequence when, and Luke never actually bets on it himself. But all of the other prisoners, they want to bet. They want to be involved in the action. And it becomes this focus on Luke, and it's like he's trying to entertain, he's trying to encourage the fellow inmates on the line. Some interesting characters, including the warden of the prison camp, Strother Martin, who you might not know, but he's actually in a few movies with Paul Newman. He was in Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid. He was in, well, obviously, he was in Harper. I just mentioned him. But he's in Cohan Luke, where he probably has the largest role. Cohan Luke, at the start of the movie, they bring in the new prisoners, and Strother Martin is talking to them, and he's got a line that's pretty well known when he's saying, when he's saying that, he can be a real nice guy or a real jerk. I won't say jerk, he says something else. But he says it with this southern drawl that's just, he's wonderful in the character. And the only time that he gets more and more upset with Luke is that, he doesn't like the fact that Luke isn't willing to just be a prisoner, that he's not even a nag, he's just kind of, Luke is just a constant presence, like, you can't change me. I won't be changed. I'm going to do what I want, and you can't change me, and I'll conform to your rules as I need to. But, he's a cool hand. He's very cool, very casual about it. He tries to escape a few times, but just, he's amazing. He's amazing. And then they have lines that are incredible, where Luke is arriving in the prison camp the first night. They all stay in like this dormitory, like a cabin. And this shows you the dialogue is so good in this movie. I don't know who wrote the script, but it's perfectly done, the dialogue, because this guy Carl he's called the floor walker, and he is in the dormitory. He watches over the inmates. So he has this whole speech where he's laying out the rules, and the penalty is for everything is a night in the box, and he never really explains what a night in the box is, and it's like, anybody who does this, you have to do that, or you have a night in the box, or you have to do this and you have a night in the box, it's just so well written, so well done. As a character, one of the guards wears these polarized sunglasses. It's called The Man with No Eyes in the movie, because you never see his eyes ever the whole movie, but you see these mirrored sunglasses. Fascinating. A good movie. Would I recommend it? Yeah, I would. Is it my top 10? No, but, it's a good, enjoyable movie. I probably like Harper more. Harper, I find more intellectual, more, it's written better. And although I can see argument for either way, I think the character in Harper is probably a little bit more well suited for Paul Newman. I think it gives him a chance to have more range. Anyway, that is going to be it, because I want to keep my videos a little shorter. And I hope you're doing well. I hope you have a wonderful weekend, and hang in there. And I really appreciate you watching these videos. And thank you so much, and have a great day. Bye.